Carson Wentz is out this Sunday versus the Los Angeles Rams. I guess Nick Foles will step in with the back injury, and perhaps if they lose this game and when they lose this game, they could possibly shut Carson Wentz down for the entire year. We back Goodfellas Sports TV one time for the one time we grinding. And Carson Wentz was never in position to be successful this season, all right? He wasn't 100% ready. I think they rushed him back, all right? He wasn't moving around like he usually can move around in the pocket. Arm strength wasn't there this year. Obviously, we don't have training camp, many OTAs and mini camp. You're not going to have your time. And him and Aguilar was off this year. Also, Alshon Jeffrey was injured this year. And only guy he had rapport with was Zach Ertz, for, consistency. They was most consistent to that receiver. Everybody else, Golden Tate just came. Wasn't going to be no rapport there. And he wasn't the same this year. And people want to turn around and bash him and blame him. But they rushed him back. And I believe this is their way of shutting him down. All right? They shut him down. He ain't looked himself all season. So, no running game. He was never in position to, repeat the success he had last year, especially with the knee. So, he's shut down for the year. Just tell you that right now. He done for the year, as he should be. No doubt in my mind, he should be done for this year. They possibly should have sat him the first 8 games or an entire season. At least the first 8 games, let him get a rhythm the last 8. Obviously they didn't have a run defense this year. They lost a ton of corners. They didn't have no corners to begin with. So it's natural to have a Super Bowl hangover, but it's even more natural to have a hangover, especially when your quarterback is injured. Nick Foles, that was luck. All right, with Nick Foles. Nick Foles ain't that type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You will see it Sunday. Nick Foles and the Eagles are going to look even worse as they've been looking, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they can't understand it or stomach it or don't understand football. But when you don't have training camp, OTAs, mini camps, and you just thrown into the season after a week or 2 or 3 weeks of practice, coming off an ACL injury with a mobile quarterback, not saying he Vic or he Cam Newton, or young Randall Cunningham, but, he needs his mobility. You know what I'm saying? His ability to extend plays is a large part of him. And another quarterback that's dealing with the same shit is Aaron Rodgers. He had a knee injury this year, and everybody talking about why Aaron Rodgers so bad, and people forget he got injured. That injuries don't heal by you playing on them. Trust me. You're going to get more injuries going through the season. Injuries don't heal while you play on them, especially when you injure yourself in the season as Aaron Rodgers did. They don't heal yourself. So instead of taking 2, 3, 4 weeks to let the injury heal, he meant so much to that franchise where he had to play. So it was no chance for Aaron Rodgers this year to be an MVP candidate or take the Packers into a deep playoff run because he wasn't 100%. That's just what it is. It wasn't about weapons, defense. The Green Bay supporting cast been shitty for years. And my point to Carson Wentz is this: he still was injured. No mini camp, no OTAs, no training camp, couple weeks of practice, no run game, shitty defense this year. They should have set him out 8, 10 games and let him get a rhythm the last few games of the season, last 6 games of the season, and get some momentum going to next year. But they was in a rush to win, and, at the end of the day, you got a Super Bowl. It's natural to have a hangover. It's real, real natural, but next year they'll fix it. They ain't have no cap space next year, so you could look for some cap casualties to be gone next year. I'm not sure how they draft picks looking. I know they sent one over to us, to the Detroit Lions, 3rd round pick. So Golden Tate won't be back next year because they don't have a cap room. He was a 1-year rental or half a season rental. So there'd be Aguilar, Ertz, Alshon Jeffrey probably be back. They need to fix their run defense, obviously. All their issues are need to be addressed in the draft on the defensive side and also the running back situation. They need to figure out, and get them a good running back because they don't have any good running backs. Jay Ajayi, I don't trust him. All right. Eagles need to get somebody that go north and south. They need to make adjustments to their offense because people are catching on to those sweeps, them running back sweeps. So they need to worry about going north and south. Get them a north and south running back. Worry about getting some run stoppers up front. Worry about getting bigger, stronger than linebacker core. Worry about getting some cornerbacks. Okay, that's what they need to worry about next season. And then they'll be okay. And Carson Wentz will be okay. Carson Wentz will be able to carry the load. Ain't nothing wrong with Carson Wentz as far as attributes. What's wrong with Carson Wentz is he ain't healthy. And he don't have no rapport, no camaraderie with his team right now. But I think it's smart for them to shut Carson Wentz down, man. Let him heal up. Is it a back injury? It could be somewhat of a back injury. I don't think it's a serious back injury. I think if they was in the playoff hunt, and they needed this win versus the Rams, Carson Wentz would be playing. But Doug Peterson, Laurie, the general manager, whoever else in the organization made a conscious effort to say, look here, man, even if we make the playoffs, we ain't going to beat the Rams. We ain't going to beat the Saints. We might not beat we can't beat the Cowboys. We ain't going to beat the Bears. So we're going to shut it down this season. We're going to let him rest. He got enough experience. Okay? We're going to say it's a back injury. He probably said, I got a little pain in my back. They're going to over-exaggerate this injury. It's nothing to be worried about. They're just shutting it down. And they just going to ride it out the rest of the season with Nick Foles and rest Carson Wentz and try to get a better draft pick. That's what it is. That's what good organizations do. Good organizations, okay, they realize and identify, okay, they real with it. We ain't going to win shit this year. Let's shut it down and get in position for a draft pick. Let's shut down our franchise quarterback and let him rest. And if we lose this game, we're going to shut down some more people and let them rest. But Goodfellas Sports TV, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Also, want to make a donation to the channel. That link's in the description. Also, we got a Facebook group. All the links are in the description. And I'll link a story to the description so you know that it's real. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time. Also, the intro instrumental, if you wonder where that is, that link's in the description as well. You can email me, DM me on social media if you have a business question, sponsorship, inquiry, or video request. I take video requests. Hit me up in email or on social media, Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.